There's still a part of me, though, that thinks Oklahoma City,
me too,
in a series where Russell and Paul play out of their minds, where Steven Adams, who's really had his best, like their bench isn't good enough. I still think that's something Sam Presti may address between now and the trade deadline. They miss Cantor and certainly his offense at that spot off the bench. And is there a center
Taj
out
Gibson,
there?
Maybe that type of player they had last.
But they don't have many assets left. They don't have much to trade.
Look, they've already gone into the tax and they don't do that, right? So they've already gone into, and I think like if you've already done it, and you're sort of living for today, because you don't know if Paul George is here next year, go all the way. You're already in the tax, so just go for it. And I still just keep thinking that that's the team that has enough talent, if they can figure out how to get it all together, that really could give Golden State. I don't know if they can beat them, but I think they can give them a series.
And even Royce Young had a piece of information the other day that put it a little. He said, "Listen, for all the ups and downs of the Thunder this year, that they're still on pace to win 56 regular season games.
It's a lot of wins
in the West. That's still significant."
And I've always had this thing like when you get to the playoffs, rotations, rosters, they all get smaller, and talent usually wins, right? It's the system, but it's talent. And I think when you have a roster that has 2 top 10 players in the league, you think Paul George top 10 player, top 15 at the very least, okay? 2 guys like that in a series, you always have a chance.
With the defense.
Oh, of course. I mean, listen, 148. I don't think I've ever in my basketball life given up 148 points. Not even probably even playing video games. So they got everything that they wanted, inside, outside. They had us moving. Big Adams is a monster. Russ controlled the whole tempo. Paul George started off hitting threes. Melo they was all solid. And defensively, I mean, we scored 124. We still lost by 20. So a lot to break down. We got 11 o'clock practice tomorrow. It's going to be so much to break down, and I'm looking forward to it. So, I mean, it's just a really bad loss, on our part.
Points, is it hard to think about anything else but that?
It's embarrassing. It's not acceptable. It can only go up from here. That's the only positive about that. But we gotta really look in the mirror, look at ourselves, and get some pride. That was embarrassing.
Anything else? Was it just kind of a bad matchup game for everybody, or?
Defensively, we're just not there. We're not together on the defensive end. Offensively, I mean, we got whatever we wanted. We missed a lot of open shots, but defensively, we're not there. We're not together on that end. And to be a good defensive team, you got to be together. You can't leave anybody on islands. You got to always be in help position and take away what they like to do. And we didn't do that at all. We didn't do that. Probably not one possession tonight. And we got to go back to the drawing board on that end. As players, we got to take pride in defense. We got to take pride in getting stops as a group collectively. It's not no individual, not an individual thing. We got to get better defensively as a group, from the first guy to the last guy on this team. And I think if we do that, we're going to be all right. Because offensively, we got what it takes to be a really good team. We just have to fix the other end.
Yeah, we're not ready for the playoffs. We can't even start thinking about that. Not the way we're playing right now. We can easily get bounced early in the playoffs if they started next weekend. So, I haven't even begun thinking about the postseason.
Knowing your importance to this team, why are you able to do that right now?
It is what it is. I mean, if I can't break, I'm the last one that can break at this point. And I'm the leader of this team. And like I said, I want to. Hope we can get some wins, and that definitely helps. But I'm gonna stay as positive as I can be, and like you guys know me, patience has not always been the thing for me. But knowing the rough patch that we're in right now, that's what I'm gonna give to this team, and just stay as positive. And like I said, tomorrow we got practice at 11. Clean up a lot of things, but just keep pushing forward.
I was hopeful that it took 2 games for him to get to that. I
actually didn't know that stat until right before coming into tonight. They told me that he needed 25 to go to 30,000. I've been a part of a lot of those baskets that he's had. So yeah, that's an achievement or a milestone I didn't want to be a part of.
100.
Isaiah, Thunder has PG and Carmelo now for the first time since you've seen him. But Russ would be a tough matchup for you one-on-one anyway. What would you have done in Boston schematically that would help take some of the pressure off you that maybe doesn't happen here?
We were a better defensive team in Boston. That's what we laid our hat on. So it's not about me stopping you, anybody. You're not stopping just one person, and not one person stopping me. So that goes on the other end as well. To your question of stopping Westbrook, he got to stop me too. And that's for any other guard in this league. But in Boston, we were just a better defensive team. We played a lot harder. And we have the guys to do that on this team. We just got to do it. We got to really lock in on that end, really trust each other on that end. And I think that's the biggest thing on defense is trusting the next guy got your back. And then that guy who helps, trusting that next guy after that has your back. And I think on that end right now, we don't trust each other. And that has to change.
This is everything that we've been dealing with as a group kind of came as one today. And so we got to figure it out together.
There's a lot of season left, but most of the really good defensive teams, it's not a flip the switch type of thing. And that's kind of where you guys find yourself right now. You need to find a way to flip that switch on the end. But do you still have confidence that the defense can get to where it needs to be in time?
Well, we can get better. I don't know. I mean, I wish I had that answer for you. I wish I could tell you. You definitely can't flip a switch. But you can get better. But what does that look like? What does that mean? Don't know. But the first step into that is showing up tomorrow and figuring out a way and wanting to get better. That's the only way it's going to change. While everybody's in here wearing a Cleveland jersey, and you got to try to figure out a way to get better, to do something more individually to help the team defense be better.
Not yet. Like I said, I watched the film and just kind of see how things develop, but not right now.
What didn't work well for the starters beyond Kevin exiting at the 3-minute mark? What didn't work well for your starters tonight?
I mean, we just had some tough matchups. I think Westbrook with IT being smaller and being able to post up, push the ball in transition. Then you have Carmelo, who's a tough matchup. Then you have Paul George, who's a tough matchup. So we trying to show they did a good job of slipping out of the pick and rolls and throwing to Melo. He got open shots. Paul George got open shots. So. They have three guys that are dynamic offensively, and they put you in tough positions.
Anything else?
Are you concerned that something could happen with Ty?
I would hope not. I mean, but I really don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with our team. I have no idea what's the conversation's been going on. I'm just, for me personally, been trying to stay as laser sharp as I can to keep my guys ready to go out and play. And obviously, it hasn't resulted in wins. But I got to stay as fresh and mentally as much as I can, even with the struggles. I can't worry about jobs, securities, and trades and things of that nature. I'm stay as focused as I can every night to go out and compete and try to help us win ball games.
It's hard to pinpoint one thing to fix first. Where do you start?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know. We kind of have these internal conversations. But I think the biggest thing that can happen is can no one be sensitive to whatever needs to be fixed. If it's 13 things that's wrong and coach decide to come and point out one thing and you're the one that he points out, you can't be sensitive to it. You got to understand that, you can be better. And this can be done better. So we have to take accountability, and I think we want it, because we want to win, and we're looking for it. So hopefully over these next few weeks, before the All-Star break, we can start getting a little bit more accountable to ourselves and to this team, and just playing a little better.